Hey everybody, it's Haley AM. Today's been crazy. Trying to film this has been crazy. Hopefully we get through this without anybody screaming at my house. This is my book review on Infinity by Sherrilyn Kenyon. This is the first book in her Nick series, or her Chronicles of Nick. Yes, Chronicles of Nick. This is the front cover without this piece of sticker that was on the book. This is the side, more or less that is the side, and the back cover, and then you have the gold on the inside. This book is 464 pages of pretty good book. I can't say epic because it's the first book of the series and it could go to crap in the next one. But I will read you the inside flappy here. Yes, for any of you those have really good eyesight, you will have noticed the words Chuck Norris in the description. I will explain in a minute. Okay, it says, at 14, Nick Gunnar, I don't know how to say his last name, thinks he knows everything about the world around him. Streetwise, tough, and savvy, Nick and his quick sarcasm are the stuff of legend, until the night that his best friends try to kill him. Saved by a mysterious warrior who has more fighting skills than Chuck Norris, Nick is sucked through the realm of the Dark Hunters, immortal, vampire-slayers who risk everything to save humanity. Nick quickly learns that the human world is only a veil covering a more large and more dangerous one. A world where the captain of the football team is a werewolf, and the girl he has a crush on goes out at night to stake the undead. But before Nick can learn the rules of this new world, his fellow students are turning into flesh-eating zombies, and he's next on the menu. As if starting high school wasn't hard enough, now Nick has to hide his new friends from his mom, his chainsaw from his principal, and keep the zombies and Demon Simi from eating his brains, all without getting grounded or suspended. How in the world is he supposed to do that? I'm not into zombies. Please let me state this before I review this, because I'm going to bash zombies here. I don't get it. I don't like the undead unless they're vampies. And real vampies, not sparkly little Twilight vampies. But after reading this book, I definitely am rethinking the zombie thing. Maybe not all the way, because these zombies are the old-fashioned zombies, not the new happy zombies. These are flesh-eating, trying to kill you, mind-controlled seeming zombies. But these are fast zombies. Like how people, no, it's and kill you, rip off your limbs from limb to limb. Pretty much what happens is Nick is starting high school, and he is a troublemaker. His mother works at a nightclub as a dancer, we'll say that. She's a stripper, and she's trying to do best for him. She's trying to get food on the table and do whatever she can to keep her son. Till one day, Nick goes to school, and he goes out with his friends. This is the night before the zombie attack. And his friends start robbing these people. And, he's like, dude, why'd you do that? He starts picking a fight with his friend. Well, his friend shoots him in the arm. And he is saved by the Dark Hunter, Kyron. I'm probably saying the name wrong. Shh. It's my dog. He's saved by Kyron, who takes him to the hospital and stays with him, and tells him that he'll pay his medical bills if he works for him. Nick really can't say no. I mean, this guy just paid all his medical bills, is willing to give him a job, so he takes the job. Well, the next day when he's heading to school, there's a attack. And he has to figure out what's going on. His friend Bubba is a little nutty, and he owns a computer/gun store. He is a gothic hillbilly. And I kind of like Bubba. He's hilarious in this book. And he takes him out and shows him the ropes of zombie killing. And then you're introduced to Acheron. You're introduced to the Simi. The Simi is a demon. She is Attiki's pet, I guess you could say. And Attiki is Acheron, by the way. And I'm probably saying that wrong. I'm not sure. I say Attiki, but I'm not sure how Kenyon expected us to say that. So, I say Attiki. But you're introduced to the werewolves, and I don't mean like Jacob werewolves. I mean like flesh ripping off, slaughtering werewolves. You're introduced to Nick's father. You're introduced to a lot of the big characters of the series in this book, which really surprised me and makes me wonder how many books are going to be in the Chronicles, because I know Chronicles is plural, and I already know there's book 2 out. I'm not sure what it's called though. I think it also starts with an I. I should have checked that before I did this review though. But anywho, I really liked this book. I didn't think I would when I first picked it up, but I do have one thing that I didn't knock it off on its rating for this. I kind of should have. I think that you need to have a basic knowledge of her adult books to get this book fully, to get this series fully, at least this book. Because they don't explain who Attiki is, they don't explain who Chiron is, or Simi, or really anybody. They just explain the basic of they're mysterious, they look like goths, and they are very powerful, and have mysterious powers. By the end of the book, you kind of start getting it. But then again, I knew who they were to begin with. Attiki is my favorite character of the Dark Hunters. And I said Attiki now. Acheron is my favorite character of the Dark Hunters, and Simi is my favorite female character. So they both show up in this book very prominently. Ash shows up in the beginning, but not towards the ending, so I'm thinking he's going to be more in the second book. Simi is within the whole book. I really like how Kenyon really made her sub-character a main character in this book. This book got a 5 out of 5 on my scale, on my Goodreads. I really suggest that people read this. I think that it's a very good series. It's a good zombie book. I don't even like zombies, and I like this book. So I'm hopefully going to get my hands on book number 2. This book I got for $6. It's an $18 book because it is a hardcover. They have not released these in paperback yet, so I have that thing about I can't mix match, so I have to find someone who's willing to buy me the second book in a hardcover. Probably convince my boyfriend to do that for me, hopefully. I could probably find one online used for really cheap, so I might have him order it for me and pay him for it. But that is my book review on Infinity by Sherrilyn Kenyon. I really like the book. I think you should read this book. It got a 5 out of 5. And the next book that I'm reading, since that book had 464 pages, it kind of put me behind a little bit. Not behind. I'm very well ahead in my 100 book challenge. I'm 22 books now, I think. But right now I'm reading The Tiger Rising by Kate DeCamillo. It is only this thick. It's going to take me like a day to read. I kind of did it as the next book that I'm going to read, I cannot tell anybody after this. I cannot tell anybody what it is. It is going to be a very big surprise for everybody involved. I know what it is. Nobody else does. Not even my boyfriend knows what book it is, and he's going to flip his shit when he finds out what book it is. Because I'm a little sneak. I'm also reading my Suki books, well, audio, listening to them. I am on book 9 of them. I'm almost done with book 9. And then I have book 10, 11, and just between you, me, and the whole rest of the world that looks at Wikipedia, there is a book 12 coming. I'm happier than a bird with a whole large french fry to itself. Cannot wait to find out what happens in all the books. I love the Sookie Stackhouse series by Sherrilyn Harris. But I have to go. This video is trying way longer than I wanted it to, but I wanted to get everything in and explain everything about this book. So I am going to go before I drive you crazier than normal. I'm Haley Am. Bye.